Good morning, this is Paul. It's a beautiful day today, quite cold and crisp, quite sort of damp underneath. Not quite so clever for taking photos because the camera really does tend to struggle with this kind of direct sunlight, especially with a low sun. But what I've got behind me is a beautiful 2020 70 registered Range Rover SVR. I'd like to show you around. So as I say, 2020 70 registered, so it's a late 2020. It's in esterol blue with the gloss black wheels and a black pack. It's very low on the miles. It's done just over 9,000 miles, 9,140 I think from memory, but I'll show you that in a second. But this car is in superb condition. It's got a lovely service history. It's just recently been serviced, and just walking around it, it's literally just arrived, and the condition is superb. So just looking at the front air intakes there, you can see you've got the nice black Starlink package. So the black gloss around the front grills, and then the lower front valance, as you can see there. You've got the black gloss black Range Rover lettering and a nice gloss front grille. You've got the painted carbon bonnet, so you've got these two scoops here. The bonnet is actually made of carbon fibre, and it's a painted bonnet rather than the visible carbon. And you can see part of the black styling package gives you the black vents in the side, the black trims around the windows, and the door mirror covers, and contrast Narvik black roof. And as you can see, it's got the sliding panoramic roof rather than the fixed. So it's a nice thing. Again, it's got a lot of reflection happening from that sun, but you can see all the way down the side, all the panels are lovely. All of this nice black styling around the back. So the contrast with the esterol blue and the gloss black really does make this car stand out really nicely. And again, I'm just going to try and shade some of that sun. It's not the easiest to take photographs from a really low sun like this. As lovely as it is to walk around in, you get lots of flashback on the camera. There you go, it's nice Continental tyres, red brake calipers. Now moving to the inside of the car. You've got the ebony leather Meridian sound system, piano black interior veneers. You've got these lovely SVR seats with the SVR logo embossed on the headrests. Loads of lateral support, and the seats are in superb condition as the car's got such low mileage. And you can see the leather there is perforated as well. I'll come and start the engine. So mileage reading 9,111. Close the door. And of course it's a push button start because it's a keyless car, so press, car leaps into action. Screen comes up, says please press screen to continue. And you've got this lovely digital dashboard in the front, which as you can see has had the navigation out recently, so show the navigation between the two dials. The steering wheel is a nice leather stitched steering wheel, nice and sporty, lots of grip. It's also heated, which is fabulous. This weather is just fantastic. The cruise control here is distance related, so it's radar assisted, so which means that if you're doing 70 miles an hour on the motorway and you set your cruise control, someone pulls out in front of you doing 65, rather than just driving into the back of it or having to hit the brakes, the car will recognise there's a car in front and it'll back off. It'll hold that speed, and then when he moves out of the way, the car speeds up to whatever you had it set before. That's quite a nice function. And you can see here as well, there's a lane keep assist, so that helps to that will give you a warning if you start to wander across the road. So it's a nice safety measure. It's quite nice that the owners have actually left the leather tags in. So it's nice to have a car that someone's looked after, as well as this one. You can see you've got the refrigerated cool box. If I press that button there, The fridge turns on, and you can keep cold drinks, Mars bars, whatever you like in there. And it won't melt, it won't get hot. Cup holders, what have you in there. Now if I pop it into reverse, you'll see you've got a really nice clear reversing camera. And then you've got a slightly different view there if you press the camera button. So sort of a wide angle and a standard view. As you can see with the steering wheel, you've got the nice contrast stitching. Yeah, a lovely thing. Sports exhaust button. I'm not going to sit here and rev because of where we are, but of course that makes the car sound a lot more meaty. And then you've got your various different drive controls here as well, and in dynamic mode. But this is not just a very comfortable Range Rover, it's actually a very dynamic car to drive. Well over 500 horsepower. Oh, that steering wheel's got hot already, it's lovely. So yeah, well over 500 horsepower. The suspension is very well designed. So this car is not only quick off the line, it actually handles really well as well, which is nice for a car of this size and unusual for a car of this size. And again, that sun is making a difference. Get my hand to block it off. You can see all the carpets are in lovely condition. The seats on the back are just fabulous. Again, you've got these logos on the back, headrest as well as the front. 3 proper seat belts. And from the front. Yeah, very, very sharp car. Now the tailgate is electric, you press the button, up she pops. Which leads me into the boot. Certainly not had a hard life in there. There's no scraping along here, there's no scratching across the top of the bumper. All the carpet's in lovely condition, there's no staining. There's your button switch to raise and lower the suspension in case you carry anything heavy in the back. And then there's a charging point. And of course this cover just falls across, but you can see here the condition. It's just lovely. And then to close it, you just push that button. It pops down again. Moving down, you've got the nice air dam, 4 exhausts poking out of the back. It has some very wide rubber, which you need for a 4-wheel drive with as much power as this car. The colour of the paintwork is superb. The finish is nice. It's a lovely metallic colour. And it's uniform all over the car. All the panel gaps are lovely. Just a nice, honest, low mileage car with a lovely history. So I hope you liked the video, I hope you liked the car, I hope you find the video useful. If you'd like to know more about the car, please visit our website www.clinkardcars.co.uk. Pop us an email, a text or a WhatsApp, or pick up the phone. We'd love to talk to you about it. Thank you very much for watching.